stood by the window, sunlight filtering through the castle's tall arches, casting a golden glow on everything around him. A soft smile played on his lips as he watched Moon happily coloring at a small table nearby. "It feels good to have a daughter," he mused, warmth spreading through his chest. The trials of his past seemed to dissolve in her presence. "It's like my soul is healing." He glanced around the room, briefly imagining a future free from Ross Weiss's shadow. "Sooner or later, I'll help you escape from the clutches of that mother dragon," he silently vowed to Muin, his resolve solidifying with each passing moment. Dad, look!" Muin suddenly exclaimed, waving a piece of paper in the air like it was a royal decree. "I drew a family portrait." Leon's heart swelled with pride as he took the drawing, his smile broadening until confusion kicked in. He tilted his head. "Muin, this is awesome, but who are these two kids?" Muin giggled, pointing at the extra figures. "That's my sister!" Leon's eyes widened. Muin has a sister? The realization hit him like a bolt of lightning. Wait, I didn't just hit the target once, I hit it twice? He thought back to the child he'd glimpsed in the garden earlier, the one who had darted away. So that's why she was angry when I called her the wrong name. Mun furrowed her brow, clearly trying to process the situation. "I think my sister isn't angry. She's just a little shy when she saw you," she offered with a wisdom far beyond her years. Leon nodded, but his heart was heavy with the implications. He hadn't spent any time with his eldest daughter. It was understandable they were still strangers. "It's all the dragon's fault for keeping this child hidden from me," he thought bitterly. He knew what he had to do next, confront Ross Weiss. Not wasting another second, Leon strode toward her study with determination in every step. Bursting into the room, he called out, "Ross Weiss! We need to talk!" He tried to keep his voice steady, despite the nerves gnawing at him. "Where is Muin?" "She's playing with her sister," Ross Weiss replied nonchalantly, not even looking up from her documents. Leon's frustration flared. You're good at hiding things, aren't you? When exactly were you planning on telling me I have another daughter?" Ross Weiss raised an eyebrow, unfazed by his outrage. "You should know by now." Leon gaped at her. "Seriously? I mean, I've got to thank you for giving birth. Must have been hard work, but I didn't expect you to double down. I've got 2 kids?" Ross Weiss's expression remained unreadable. "Are you that eager to meet her?" "Of course. Who doesn't want to meet their daughter?" Leon argued, trying to keep his voice calm. "I'm not like you, a cold, stern mother. I want to build a relationship with her." "Okay, but don't regret it," Ross Weiss said, her voice low but firm. Leon was already planning his next move. "This is my first step to getting closer to my eldest daughter." He knew the key. Food. Everyone knew the way to someone's heart was through a hearty meal. And what better way to break the ice than with his famous creamy stew? He'd won hearts with that back in the day. It was like his secret weapon. As he stirred the pot, nostalgia washed over him. "Not bad. My cooking skills haven't gotten rusty." He sniffed the stew, his confidence growing. "This taste will definitely win Noah over," he muttered to himself, imagining her smile as she took her first bite. The aroma filled the air, a fragrant reminder of home. One of the servants passed by and whispered, "The prince has just recovered, and now he's cooking for his family. He's such a good father." Leon chuckled. "Yeah, let's see if this helps me earn some points with Noah." Just as he finished plating the stew, Ross Weiss entered the kitchen. "You're free to go after dinner. Take a rest," she said, not breaking her usual stoic demeanor. Leon, ever the charmer, flashed a grin. "Thank you, Your Majesty." At that moment, Moon burst into the kitchen, eyes sparkling with excitement. "Dad, something smells so good!" Leon beamed. "I made stew and steak, especially for you and your sister. I heard you two love meat." Moon giggled while Noah stepped into the room, her demeanor as frosty as the icy walls of the castle. Leon felt a flicker of anxiety. "Why is she so cold? Does she have a grudge against me already?" "Hello, Noah. I'm Leon, your father," he introduced himself, trying to sound casual. Myun nudged Noah gently. "Come on, sister. Talk to Dad. Don't embarrass him." Noah's cool gaze flickered toward Muin. She studied Leon for a moment, then muttered, "He looks so weak. Is he really our father?" Leon's heart sank. "What a filial daughter," he thought sarcastically, frustration bubbling beneath the surface. "This is going to be tougher than I thought." He stood before his 2 daughters, feeling the weight of his new role. My career as a father has officially entered its first crisis. How could he break through this wall of silence and awkwardness? All he wanted was to bond with his daughters, but the road ahead seemed far more challenging than he had ever imagined.